Hey guys, Link1652 here. Welcome to episode 50 of Harvest Block. Oh man, I was gonna do something special for this, but it kind of snuck up on me. You'll see I got the cows here. They've been growing for a while, and wow man, as soon as I start recording, this cat just jumps up on my lap. I broke open the hole there, really close to that wall. Am I still invisible? Hold your ears, guys. Yeah, alright. I just joined the server, so gotta invisible myself. It's working. I mean, I've a couple times gone out here with some wheat and someone out. The cows keep injuring themselves. I think I need to swim up here and yeah, maybe that'll stop me from doing it. But this doorway has changed a few times, so hopefully most of them live. But look, they're free range. They're definitely going out. So maybe I'll do some other animals, some sheep and such. You know, there's a. Hang on, let me check my inventory. Do I have... I just brought junglewood slabs. I want to see what the junglewood door looked like. I forgot about that. There's like 6 woods now, and I still think there's only like 4 or 5. Actually, there might even... I'd have to count. But for today, because I didn't really have a plan, it's just after midnight on Sunday the 22nd, so I am a little bit tired. I woke up at like 9 this morning and didn't go back to sleep, which is unusual. So let's see if I can... Actually, I'm gonna have to put all this away. I'm sure you guys have noticed, I was gonna mention it last episode, but the ticking... Oh, there's my sword, my good sword. I was using this to kill cows, so you'll see I have some steak, which I will bring a little bit of with me. Yeah, that's my lapis. I enchanted that pick. So let's start by getting rid of my jungle wood. It goes up here. Jungle wood, orange wood, birch wood. So as I was saying, I'm pretty sure it's the right spot. As I was saying, I didn't really have a plan for today's episode, but I did mention episode 48, I wanted... Is birch all I have on me? Yeah, I'll keep that. That I wanted to go explore that cave spider spawner, and for quite a while I've been wanting to get my resources... Why did I have so many random piles of dirt? Wanted to get my resources in order a little bit. Redstone, definitely. So... Ooh, I got quite a bit of leather from them. I don't even know where... Mob drops. Slime. This seems like a useful mob drop place. Bones. I think any bones I might have had up here I drained for my farm. Let's get rid of all this redstone stuff. I'm just clearing out my inventory so I don't die with it. I don't think I've had a caving experience yet where I haven't died. Which is unfortunate, but so I'm gonna leave most of the steak and I'll just keep that for saturation. So pistons, repeaters. Let me spread these out. I usually come and just grab a pile of stuff, so if I spread them out, they'll last longer. This rail, I'll hang on to that. I'll get more of that while I'm down there. I don't need 2 buckets, but I don't know, like, where to keep the... I have all these chests with just random junk, and they're just going to continue to get random junk until I figure out where I want stuff. But that's fine. I'll put the sword in here. You guys don't let me forget it's there. I'll put this lapis in here. Same deal with that dark oak. Let's put that away. I'll hang on to that iron just in case. Yeah, I knew it was going to pop me up. Oh, hi, Jason. Dark oak. Spruce. I like to say things in chat that rhyme. Alright. Cobble. If I pick it up, that's fine. Keep these sticks. Keep this birch. Keep this dirt on my bar. Get rid of those. Let's set this steak. Here. Oh, I keep glass there. I went to their bait. Oh, I don't know if you can hear me. I was trying to compensate for that sound because it drives me crazy. I went to their base and I tried it and it worked fine. It was just I think their blocks were just too high is all. You little bastard. Come here. I hate you. I'm going to hopefully not die. Oh, this isn't. Well, I don't know if I'm visible. Right. Let's show you guys some commands before I get to the episode today. Home. That's not a good all. Alright, that works. Alright. Alright, so this is where it was the other day. Yeah. That works fine. You kind of have to catch this one at a sprint. Yeah, that's just too tall. Oh yeah, you guys were here. I mentioned this to you. Oh. That's my fault. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in and play with some plugin files. When I updated the server, NCP had an issue. It had a big issue. It stopped the server from running, so I had to disable it for a while, and I didn't transfer over right. So the only thing I'm missing is a pick. So I know I have some diamonds. Do I keep them in here? Oh, wow. You know, looking at those diamonds. Oh, what's that pick? Fortune 3. These are the same exact. Oh, yeah, these are the same thing. So I'll bring this pick with me. Do I need another one? I guess I want an iron pick, so let me make a couple iron picks. Oh, okay, I guess I won't have to do any enchanting today. That's fine. What? I'll do a couple enchants. Actually, you guys, lapis is something I'm not. Well, the problem with lapis is I don't know where I keep it. In block form, apparently. Alright, so. And that, you guys, is how you turn lapis block into lapis. Alright, pop up. That's right. Actually, what level am I? 42? Yeah. Wow! That's a good iron pick right there. That's fine as well. Bam! Look at that pick. Man, that's stone. It's only got 26 uses left, but damn, it's going to go good. Alright, so, wow. Ooh, maybe I should armor up. Do I have armor? Ooh, yeah, I do. Wow. Just grab all these. I don't usually wear armor, so I don't think there's anything special about these. Yeah, they're just pieces that I enchanted. So let's head on over. Actually, I gotta go through the basement to get there. That is the easiest route. So how's it going, guys? Is it strange seeing all these uploads from me? Yeah? I you know what it is? Oh yeah, I was trying to fix this thing and I didn't put a lot of effort into it. It stopped spitting out pumpkins. I want to think of a better way to handle that anyway. Do you guys know how it is when you need to do a bunch of things and it frightens me when, because if people don't watch the videos, I don't usually know if something goes wrong, because like, it sounds fine to me. We searched this chest together. I'll take it though. Ooh, I bet you this, oh yeah, wow. I don't need rails, but I mean, they're here, so. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Recording is something that I want to do. It's just, it's like taking a shower. Like, man, I want to take a shower. I love being clean, but I don't want to. There's other things I would rather do than take a shower. See what I'm saying? So I should be packing right now. Well, actually, it's not necessary yet, but that's what I had planned to do today: packing, cleaning, whatever. So instead, I'm gonna record. Actually, my plan was to go to bed, but I was like, I'm not really sleepy. It's Saturday. I should like not just go to bed at midnight. So here I am recording with you guys. Hopefully we find some cool stuff in here. It would be very disappointing to have nothing be found. This is kind of strange. I'm not used to fighting mobs outside of my beacon effect. Where are my torches? Oh wow, you just kind of came around that corner, didn't you? That didn't help me at all. Oh, what are you? Oh, actually, this water is not going the right way for me. Wow, you guys, why don't you fall into the blocks? I cannot see, like, half my hotbar pie. I know where my torches are at. I was just mentioning how that torch placement didn't help me in any way because it was right next to another torch. That's right, don't mind me. I thought I was just going to be able to walk past them. So those cows generated a lot of experience for me. I think I was... you guys saw what level I was at. I mean, if you don't remember, it was 30 something. And those cows just breeding them and killing them brought me up pretty good. Wow, there's some... Where the hell did I come from? Oh, okay. That's another intersection. This pig's about to go. Man, that's a fantastic enchantment. You guys want to die, huh? Yeah, I'll talk to Jason shortly, but Sentinel is... He's just got a lot of things that he's doing in life, so he's been away from the server. So let's see what's this way. That was interesting. I updated that. Well, that's the way to get rid of what rail. I'm kind of wasting. Oh, I should have picked up that water. That's why I brought a bucket. Dig down here. What's up, creeper man? How many? That axe is about to go. Let's come back here. Maybe, depending on how long this route is. It's like playing video games. You don't want to go the main story route, so you check all the other ones, but then sometimes these other ones never end. Did you see that? I just beat him into the ground. Did you not just see me beat your friend into the ground? You're going to shoot me? You know, their bodies igniting don't generate much light. Why did his body ignite? Do I have... Oh, wow. I got smite on there, too. Yeah, I was using that fire aspect sword on the cows. Did I get rid of that? Yeah, I did. I put that sword in a chest. I remember doing it. And it just disappeared quick. Oh, wow. Alright, guys, welcome to episode 30 on the Harvest Block server. You know, it's been a long road, but we've made it this far. Let me just throw that iron pick on the ground. Woo! Pop! I got a text from my... Is that iron? Yeah. Iron is what I'm here for. I'm here to collect iron because I don't have golems generating it for me at all anymore. Stuff can spawn there, but I'm not really worried about it. Let's keep that saturation going. What was that? Was that a... What's that sound? Oh, is it an Enderman? Oh man, it's been so long since I've seen an Enderman. Ah, I used to... What the... Sir? Oh man. I used to joke about these guys. Like when I'd see him, I'd be like, "Hi, Bubble." And I'd be like, "No, Bubble, why are you killing me?" And then I'd usually die because Enderman will screw you up. Is that it for this place? Right, there's this thing. I think this means that there's... Yeah! Wait. Well, It appears that I've traveled through here before, but that doesn't mean much. Because usually I would die and all my stuff would be left and I'd never find my way back. And that's just how things went for me starting on the server here. And obviously I left tons of iron because there's some here. My guess is I was running through here and my pick was broken. Ooh, alright, here we go, darkness. I want to find a spawner. No guarantee that I would do anything with it, but I would like to have the opportunity. Oh. Torches. You know, I should get that pie off my bar. I'll just eat steak until it runs out, and then I'll go to the pie. Let's see if this is a dead end. No, it is not. Ooh. Wow, man, I could probably record in here for hours. What's that? Ooh, an actual cave. Yeah, we'll stick to here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that because I told him I would. Let me see if this is easily obtainable. Yes. All right, so not that I'll be able to select that. I'll probably end up throwing my sword into the fire, but it is available. Wow, this iron pick takes a long time to dig iron. I mean, compared to the stone one I was using with efficiency 4. Alright, yeah, let's walk down here. The lower I go, the more likely I am to see diamond. What I really want to see is redstone. I guess coal is alright too. I'm not... Let me use my efficiency, or my fortune. For the longest time, I played Minecraft solely on my laptop for like the first, I want to say 2 years I had it. Actually, almost, it would have been, I think 3 years actually, because I didn't get this computer until about a year ago. So I didn't have a scroll wheel. I always had to use the number pad. And boy, is it useful, this scroll wheel. Jason is one of the most helpful players on the server. He's wow, you guys, it's pretty bright over here. Where are you coming from? This looks like something that I left here. Did you guys spawn here, or did you just, like, were you curious and you want to see what was down there? Ooh. Ooh. But yeah, he's not always active, but he's on right now, which is, I've been playing quite a bit the past few days, and I have seen nobody but like Paul and Tid and was DFL gone? I don't remember. Man, I love having resources. I would just like to fill all my... I don't know what I would do if I filled my chests with all my chests up. Well, not like all of them, but my resource chests. Like double chest of coal. I guess I wouldn't mind walking by it. I don't ever mind though. I built that entire sugarcane... That's strange that they do that. Sugarcane farm whole thing. Just so I didn't have to mine because... I just kept dying. I would go down and I would end up in lava and I would die. And that was my... I don't really need pumpkin seeds. I'll take the minecart though. And that was it. So I dug that hole in the hopes that I would get resources and that I would make enough money off my sugarcane not to have to mine. Because I don't mind mining, but it is pretty tiresome to die and lose all your gear and loot and do it over and over and over again. So, speaking of which, here's a rant I can go on while I'm walking through here. I've been playing... I'm gonna murder you. I'm gonna punch you in the face with my pie. There we go. I've been playing a bunch of Xbox One recently just because I got a couple games for it. I told you guys about Dying Light. It's got like no replay value for me, which is disappointing because it's definitely not reimbursed me with fun for the cost of the game. And Evolve I've been playing, and it could be when my blood sugar goes high, I'll get like angry really easy at stuff, like silly things, like video games. I'm just playing Evolve, and I play by myself just because that's how I prefer to play games. I don't usually go out and just play with random people. So I'm playing this game by myself, and all I've heard as far as the advertising goes for it is it's balanced even if it's just you by yourself. If it's just you as the monster, just you as the bots. And it's kind of another one of these games where they want you... This doesn't have any efficient fortune on it. Where they want you to play it their way. I feel. Like they expect people to pick up the game and just use certain tactics, and if they want to use something else, it just doesn't work because that's not how the game is made. I can't give you a lot of examples, but the way I've been playing is I'll be do you guys know what Evolve is? I'm just gonna go off the assumption, well, probably most of the people who watch my videos don't know what it is, but it's a maybe I told you guys about it though. It's a 4 versus 1 PvP with some PvE, and it's supposed to be really balanced. It's the 4. The 1 is super just strong and powerful and has a big advantage over the 4, but then it's also 4 against 1. So you're supposed to just, you know, be a team as the hunters to kill this monster. The monster's the 1, the hunters are the 4. And if you're not a good enough team, or you're not a good enough just in... Wow, that's a lot of... It just keeps coming. Okay. You're going to have issues if you're not good at the game or good with your team. If you run off... Actually, this is exactly what happened. I was getting so angry because I would constantly be killing the monster, and it would finally down me, and all of a sudden... that would be it because all my friends had died and I just hadn't noticed. Let's get rid of some junk while I'm here. And this, I'm gonna tell. Well, that chest has stuff in it I don't want. Ooh, look at this. This looks like a party. This looks like something that I told you guys about earlier. Let's let that drain while I mine this. But my issue that I was having is each hunter has like a job. One person's supposed to slow down and even trap the monster. They're called a trapper. Another person is supposed to heal the hunters, which is the medic, and another person is supposed to assist the hunters, which is the support. And the fourth hunter is just supposed to damage the monster, and that's just who I've been playing as. I've just been putting a lot of effort into that character, and they might not be my favorite. I haven't put any effort into any other characters yet. So I shouldn't have to worry too much about my friends. Like if they go down, I'll go over and revive them. But for the most part, it shouldn't be my duty. Is there any other dark areas that I haven't gone down yet? I might have to jump into that cave and look around. I'm gonna have to find that cave and jump into it and look around. Excuse me. But, oh god, I'm sorry, I told you guys. I don't remember what point I was trying to make. I was upset that I was failing because these bots were supposed to be balanced, where the game is advertised where everything balanced, are just not doing their jobs, and it's causing me to lose their game. I also had some issues where there's a game mode where you're supposed to save people, and all you gotta do is you gotta run over to them, you gotta hold down a button next to them, and they get up, and then you're all supposed to run over to a position on the map, and these people you saved will get airlifted out. And that's the mission. You gotta save 5 of these people, and the monster has to kill 5 of these people. So it's in the monster's benefit in that the monster can just destroy them, but it's in the hunter's benefit in that there's so many people that they can potentially save, and they just have to prevent the monster from destroying them, because the people will run. That's a lot of lava. The people will run to the drop point where they get picked up by themselves. You don't have to worry about that so much. But I had an issue where we saved these 2 people. Ooh. Oh, I remember this place. Wait, no, this was something else. This is just a common setup for me. Did I leave anything? Man, I'm so stingy. Oh, that's a lot of iron. Cool. I don't know if I have enough coal for this. That was a joke. Actually, 64. Yeah, I'll need that. Did I finish telling you my story? Oh, there's some redstone. But I had just finished saving a couple people, and the monster is so big and quick that it had made it to the other 5 people, and it already killed them before I could even get there. I had just gotten close enough to find out where the people were, and the monster already killed them. Yeah, I'm not gonna respond to Jason just now because I'm actually probably about to run a little long on this recording, but I want to get this good stuff before I go. Can I leave that water? My torches. I don't know that I've ever come down here with water on me. In my pocket. Alright. Actually, hang on. Okay. Make it rain! Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, look at all this stuff in the ceiling. Oh, there's more. Get that inside me. I almost put that in the lava. Iron, what are you doing? Why are you hiding from me, Iron? But that, among other things, were just some issues I had. And, in the game's defense, I can switch between hunters. I don't have to just be the one guy. I can switch and reinforce wherever I need to. It's just, I don't know that I get credit for using other people if I choose to spawn as a certain guy. But I was just angry about it. And I feel like a lot of the, oh, and while I was just angry about it, I was thinking of all these other issues I had. There's just a whole bunch of, like, story errors, like, just kind of like loopholes. Like, the wildlife on the planet is, it can be your friend or it can be your enemy. Usually it's your enemy. But there's, like, no actual, like, I can't see a food chain. There's, like, why would these animals evolve this way on this island, on this planet? And that's not a big deal, but I just getting angry over the game. I was thinking all these issues I had. There's this just massive ship that, and again, I was just, like, adding things up, like, just little things that I wouldn't usually care about, but I'm like, well, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. I need to go find those furnaces before I forget about them. But there's this just massive ship, and you are extracting people off the planet, and there's only, like, 12 hunters. So you can get to the end of an extraction, and I did. I got to the end, and I only had like 1,000 people that I was getting out, because that was one of the ones I was not playing well on. But it's this huge ass ship, and I was like, man, if all 12 of these hunters, because I work for a team, if each of us only gets 1,000 people out, you're talking this giant ship with 4,000 people. It seems like unnecessary. I don't know. It's stupid. Oh, okay. One thing. All right, you guys should be able to agree with me. This will be my final thing on the game. At the end of the game, it gives you like a. Oh, actually, there's two more things to say. It gives you like a really vague, just kind of score, just for fun. This obviously is a place where I probably came from here and dug into this cave from somewhere else. A really vague kind of scoreboard of just things that happen during the game, like how many times the hunters were killed, how many times a monster was killed, because a lot of the game modes you don't have to kill the monster or the hunters, you just have to complete an objective. Is that where I came in here? No, it's not. It's a different one. Wait. No, it might be the same one. There's all that gravel up there. But one of the little scores it says is, like, property damage, or, like, the cost of the damage. And it just kind of irritates me, because you're abandoning the planet. The cost of the damage should be the same every time, because you're abandoning everything. And it doesn't matter how much is destroyed, because you're not taking it with you. And that is a little thing that bothered me. Another thing that bothers me, and I've seen this before, they have, like, global leaderboards, and you can filter it by, like, your region or scores for this week or this month. And you can, like, filter it with your friends. But you can't filter it for your name. You can't tell where you are on the leaderboard unless you go through every single name until you find yours. And I looked a pretty decent amount trying to figure it out, and there didn't seem to be any option for it. So you can see who's number 1, but you can't see how close you are. You could be number 12. You won't know unless you scroll through the list to number 12. And that's just irritating as hell, because I don't care where other people are. I want to know where I'm at. And, like, when I go to look at just my friends with the filter, none of my friends play Evolve, so it doesn't say anything. But it's a pretty cool game. I mean, it just seems unpolished. I feel like especially with Evolve and Dying Light that I've seen, that the real cost of the game just went to the graphics. I mean, I'm sure there might be some mechanics. I've seen some game lag. Like, I'm playing solo, and I've seen some kind of lag between operations happening. but I'm sure it's between the background mechanics and the visuals. That's where all the money went to in the game, not the actual gameplay or like control scheme. I mean, there's other stuff I could go over, but really, I'm gonna continue to play it, certainly, and perhaps get better. But I just want to voice my unhappiness with it, or however that would be said. I'm lost in a cave. Let's look at my haul. I got a bunch of this coal stuff. Not even a stack of redstone. Got that out of a chest. Not a great haul. I might regenerate my area, which is a service I provide to people if they request it. It's kind of iffy, because somebody can go down, find their diamonds, write that down on a piece of paper, and be like, hey, Link, can you regen this? And then they just get diamonds. So I guess regeneration within reason. I've got a lot of ocean next to me, so I can branch mine, which is what I would rather have people do before I regen their area. I mean, it'd also be cool to get the other stone in here, so I might do it anyway. But that's about it for this episode. I played some Call of Duty. Had some just huge, like, BS happen. I shot a guy with a projectile that's supposed to be an instant kill, and it went straight through his body. Like, it wasn't even, like, pretend through his body. It was like I had my target sight on his chest. There was nowhere else for this ball to go, and it just went through him, and then he killed me. And then even on the final kill cam that it showed everybody, on his screen, the ball went straight through his chest. And then this guy thought he was like all good at the game because he killed me because I was depending on my thing to kill him. And he went and teabagged me after he defused the bomb. I'm like, man, you didn't even play that well. Oh, where did my hunger go? And then later, I actually rage quit because of it. I was using a sniper rifle, and I was sitting waiting for this guy to pop out, and he didn't. So I came out a little bit and shot him in his face, and nothing happened. So I'm like, well, I know my shot was dead on, but the game decided not, so I'll try again. So I was rechambering a bullet to fire another round, and then I died. And I was like, I must have been shot in the back. But no! What had happened was, as soon as I had popped out to kill that guy, or not even as soon as, like, after I went to go pop back in, he shot me. And that wasn't the case. I had shot at him and gone undercover, but the game's like, nope, you died. And that's not an accurate description, but it was enough to make me stop playing the game. And that's why I'm here talking to you guys for a good half hour about my unhappiness with games. But what's that? Mushrooms. Wow, that. Oh, don't push me into there. I was gonna go look at the mushrooms again, but not with the water trying to murder me. Let's take one last look around. There's a lot of coal. It looks like maybe I dug up all the good stuff. Oh, man. These caves remind me of Survival Island with sticks. You guys didn't get to see that unless you, what did we call it? Crazed Link Productions. Yeah, I'm sure my earlier videos I mentioned it, but we did a few videos together, and Survival Island was like the first one we did. I was like, man, we should get together and do that again, but I don't think it would have the same. Maybe something modded. I should see, because Stick said he was available to record, and I just haven't. We were working on a ultra hardcore map. I mean, it wasn't really proceeding smoothly because I was getting my ass beat, and also I was recording on my laptop, I think. I was trying to close the episode out, guys. Do you remember? This is what happens when I get sleepy. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go see if I can get up to the surface. I'll answer Jason's questions. I feel bad for just ignoring him. I hope he doesn't, like, leave. But that'll do it for this episode, and happy 50 episodes of Harvest Block. Oh! I also had 1,000 views over all my 49 Harvest Block videos. I'm in a ravine. My 49 Harvest Block videos and my... What does that say? I bet you that was in reference to Boy Wonder's bridge. Through all my videos, I got 1,000 views. So 50th episode of Harvest Block, 1,000 views in my lifetime. I'm growing, guys. It's happening. All those zeros. So again, happy Sunday, and I'll see you guys next time.